Good morning. It's Wednesday, January 22nd. So we're looking at the S&P 500 here. And what we can see is in the Globex yesterday, we said that if we could hold up above that 13.5, which we certainly did, the low was right over here. And we came back down here to 16.25. We said as long as we held up above 13.5, we should see new highs. And then we did see new highs into the Globex session. We traded up here to 36.5, pulled back down here to this prediction point. And so at this point, what we're looking at here is that we would really need to see, we got to take this out up here if we're going to, and then maybe even a little bit higher. Let's say that 34, 35 area, probably about here, 34.75. So if we can get above here, and then if we can get above 34.75 area, that should be enough to get us at least to the CPA. And then above here, we've got 45.25 and 53. Both of these, any of these would be new highs since this is the current all-time high. So either of these would be new highs. And the higher we get up here, the more likely it gets that we see the sellers step in there. So the more likely it becomes each time. So there's a chance the sellers come in here, stronger chance here, and then a stronger chance here. And then above 53, it starts getting really strong. We've got clear up to about 69 area. So definitely looking for some pullback from one of these three prices up here. And again, getting stronger chances of a pullback as we get higher. Now, let's talk about the other side of this thing. So where is it coming back to? So this could happen here even at the open before we probe back up here, and then we could push up again. So it just kind of depends on how that plays out and how big the pullback's actually going to be. But you can see we've really kind of used this over here. So less ideal now. We use this kind of support area right here. So really kind of less ideal. You really kind of have to find here with some support right here. So you really kind of have to find something to lean on here if you're trying to buy right here at the open. We have the prediction point. And this could be one of those mornings, you know, it could open and we could get that big push. That could happen. Just depends on your style of trading. If you're waiting for a pullback or if you're just going to hop in and see if it rides up there. So be aware that you could get that push. This is not necessarily an ideal area to use again, given that we've used it. Not impossible that we use it again, but not as ideal. And then we're really sitting right here at the KP already. So for a pullback, at least to this 25 area, not really, we kind of use this 23.5, so not as ideal that we'd use that again. So it really goes 25, and then we have 21.25. And then of course we do have this at 18, but we have 21.25, and then 18 really got used, and so not as ideal again that we would use that. And then I'm going to pull this down here. You can see a big gap down here to 90.75. So while it's not ideal that we'd use 18 again, not entirely out of the question. So what do we need to pay attention to? Well, we have this 12.5. Remember, we had 13.5 from yesterday. The market might want to use that. So there's 13.5. So really anywhere between this 15 and 12.5 area, the market could just come down into there and then make another push higher. Now, if we go right through that, we should see down here into this 90.75 area. And if we only can bounce back up into here or so from here, then again, should see lower. So for now, there's plenty of room on each side of this. So if you just play what's happening there, you got lots of room on both sides. Okay, that's this morning, and we'll see you in the live trade signals.